Hello my beautiful lights. So if you've stumbled across this channel, it is for a reason. Everything is divinely guided. I am a spiritual teacher. I'm a spiritual master of energy, and you've fallen across this channel for a reason. So welcome. Please like and subscribe so you see the videos, because they are sporadic. I work with universal energy, so therefore they will go with the flow. So I don't know if I will do 2 in a day or 2 in a month. It is just universal energy. When I get the messages, I pass them forward. Now, the purpose of this channel is basically to guide you upon your spiritual journey. We will talk about techniques, we will talk about messages that come from the divine, and we will translate and transmute energy, and I will teach you upon the path. So if your spirituality is something you've wanted to explore, you've stumbled across this channel for a reason. It's very relaxed. I am just me, and we talk about both the light and the darkness, because therefore that is about the balance. It's about the journey through, okay? So this channel is different to stuff I've done in the past completely. This is basically for people of the light. It's for people seeking that light within their universe. And it's how that you can journey through this thing we know as humanity, and our human experience, and walk with guidance, walk with a flashlight in your hand. So I have been in deep introspection for a while. I call it my hermit bubble. So I've been in hermit mode for a while, and the reason for this is they wanted to portray messages to me. Now this is on an individual basis. I've got spirit tickling my nose now. It's driving me potty. It's because they're so close. So you'll feel that on your body. That is one sign that your spirit guides are near, when you get these sort of like, it's like webs tickling your face, and that's when your spirit guides are near. I've called in my guides and my angels for protection, for guidance, whilst I'm portraying this message to you. So yeah, I've been in deep introspection, and the reason is it's been a reset. And the reset of this situation is they want me to speak to you on a different level. Now, we've journeyed through, we're going through a period of the Great Awakening right now. It's happening upon our earth plane. And what's happening is the consciousness is changing. Obviously, we know who's been in power for so long, and we're trying to shift that state of consciousness to a higher level. And how we work upon that is working on ourselves as individuals. It's so very important to work on yourself. It's not a selfish thing, it's a very necessary thing. So taking time for you is very important, because keeping your vibration at the right level is actually feeding into the collective consciousness, and it's changing the vibrational frequency for everybody. So it's extremely, extremely important. I've got quite a few notes. In fact, I've got pages of it. So I'm just going to touch on some bits and pieces today, and then we'll get in more detail the more videos I release, because they're sort of, when the messages come through, they sort of interlock, they merge with one another. To me, they make sense, but to you, I have to sort of break them all down to portray the message, if that makes sense. So they're a bit sporadic. It's like a crazy brain, and they're coming through, and there's just page after page after page. So, the awakening. This great awakening is the undoing of the bonds of ignorance to allow people to escape what we class as the matrix or anything like that. Awakening, building a new world of the great awakening. It's the awakened world. It's the people who connect with their frequency, with God's source power, with their spirituality. Now, I'm a spiritualist, so I believe in all beliefs. I believe what's important to you lies within your heart, and I am connected to God. That is the only cord and attachment I have. You personally, you could call them source power, like I do sometimes, because I see them as a powerful frequency, that we're all connected into one state of consciousness. And what happens is Everybody will put things in a box we're not meant to. We're meant to be on a soul journey for a reason. This is the Great Awakening, but it's the Great Awakening of you as an individual, you finding your own divine path. And everybody's divine path is different. Everybody's path is going to lead them in a slightly different direction, and that's fine because that's your soul choice. That is your soul lesson upon the earth plane. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and it's exactly how it should be. We're going to get into karma, we're going to get into past lives and all of that frequency, but one step at a time. It is fundamentally important to take your spiritual journey one step at a time. There is no competition, there is no comparison to anybody else. It is void. That is 3D BS. And what happens is when you have your spiritual awakening, you're awakening to who you are, and your soul path is so very important. This is all about you, okay? And that sounds so egotistical, and it's not. You'll go for an ego death, which is your negative ego falling away, but it is all about you because you matter. And we're told by the 3D that we're insignificant in the comparison of the magnificence of the universe, right? No, you're not. You're not insignificant at all. You are important. You matter to the universal energies. You matter to the collective consciousness. And that is fundamentally important. So what's happening is we're breaking down old frequencies. We're releasing ourselves from a lower state of being. We are awakening to a higher state of being. We are awakening to the mass consciousness, right? So finding the key is to find the destiny to self. And how we do that is a step at a time for your spiritual journey. When you find the key to your awakening, to the great awakening of your soul and your spirit, you understand. When you understand, you have that clarity and you can move forward boldly without apology, because you should never apologize for who you are. You should never have to hide who you are. And we're going to do another video on that and why it's important to keep your manifestations to yourself. Okay, I will do another video. Spiritual evolution. To understand the journey brings the transformation of self. The transformation of self is important. It's all about you. It's all about you. And I'm just getting comfortable. Have I got my cup of tea? Yeah, I have. I told you this channel is really relaxed. I am just myself. I am literally a teacher of energy. I am a fitness instructor. I'm an author. I am... what else am I? I'm a Reiki. I'm Reiki, basically. You know, I'm a mind, body and spirit in this lifetime. And it's taken me a long time to build up the confidence to do this and to release that frequency, which is why I can teach you how to do that, okay? So, be the warrior for those who are trapped and cannot speak. And that is the purpose. When we do that, that is this mission I am on. So if you feel trapped within 3D existence, if you feel trapped within a life that you are not happy with, what the purpose of this channel is to release you from the bounds and the shackles of society which once bound you. And it's to release you to a higher state of being. I have literally done that journey myself. I've lost more than I weigh. I now teach fitness. I am not the person I once was, and nor are you. You know, when you have an energy upgrade, every single step of the ascension ladder is important. You are growing a new personality even, and that's fine. You can't be the same person you once was because you're not. And it's letting go and shedding the old frequency, which I'm going to teach you to do over time. That's why it's important you like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm unapologetically saying that because this is going to be your biggest soul growth. And I'm proud of what I do. I'm proud of what I do on an individual level. I'm proud of what I do within my local community. And that is not an ego. That is just, I've had awakening for a reason. And my purpose in this lifetime is to share that message with you. It's to talk to you about this situation. If you're watching this, you probably don't fall into the mainstream society. You probably have broken your individual mould, you know, what the 3D conditioning and BS that we're programmed to believe from the age of 4 is. And if you're a free spirit, you're meant to find this channel because we're going to build a community of free spirits together. And this is just an awakening us, and it's learning how to play the game, but play the game right, okay? So be a visionary. That is the message. Be a visionary on your path. Your first stage to your spiritual awakening is awakening your heart. Your heart is your center of energy. Okay, we've got more than 7 chakras. They're just your main ones, right? But your heart is your source power. This is your connection to God, higher power, however you see it. And when you open that heart frequency and you accept your full self of universal energies, this is when you ignite your path. This is following your intuition. Your intuition is it's information that is sent from above. That is your intuition. And when you sit from the right frequency of here, then that is portrayed in the right and correct way. Okay, so people like I've got some preacher friends, they're Methodist, and they come into my room, my healing room, regularly, every 2 weeks in fact, and you would think they would be against my sort of, I don't know what you would call it, healing, witchy ways, whatever they call it these days, but they're not. We sit at the same vibrational frequency. We both have a deep faith, or well, the 3 of us have deep faiths. We have some deep and beautiful discussions about spirituality, about religion. We read from the same book, but in different ways. And that is so very important. And we respect each other, because respect is the biggest thing. When we respect another and we have an understanding that they view the world slightly different to us, we can learn from that person. You're releasing that ego mindset that directs that frequency to say you only can think and feel this way. No, at the end of the day, each individual's on an individual journey. And through this spiritual awakening, you'll learn to respect that everybody's right. Everybody's right, how they see it. And it's only the low frequency of people who will start preaching the negative word. And when they do that, that is something that lies within them. That's not actually your problem. And it's releasing that, and it's speaking your truth, because your truth matters. And your truth has to be spoken of because it's from your heart, right? So in any form, if you're a spiritualist and you're looking for guidance and you're looking for a great awakening, then you found us for a reason, because we're here to empower you. We're here to drive you forward. And I say we, because I work with the angel spirit guides. I make no apology for it. They are beautiful frequency. They heal with me. They work with me. I hear them. I sometimes see them, not very often, to be fair. I see them as light beings, but I do sometimes see them, and I hear them all the time. All the time. I can't actually switch this off very well, which is why I'm also a meditation teacher, because I learnt the art of meditation in order to quiet the mind so I can find my inner self. And that's another key, which is another thing we can talk about another day. There is so much I want to talk to you about, and I'm so very excited to do this channel. So welcome to the channel. This is about your spiritual awakening, and step by step we're going to go through different feelings, different things, different understandings, and we're going to grow together. Your opinion matters to me. You know, if you want to connect, write details and say where you're from down there, because I love to see where we're streaming to. I love to see what corners of the earth we're going to. You know, it's absolutely wonderful. So let me know where you're from in the comments below, and just give me a hi or even a heart, because love is universal energy, right? And it's so very important to send the love in the right direction, and I'm sending my love to you and you return it to me, and that's universal balance. It's beautiful. So we're going to journey through that frequency. Now, being a free spirit and not conforming to the expectations in which society has set is one of the first things you will start to feel. So when you don't want to conform, or you don't want to play into their system of the game, as it were, all of a sudden you start to go against the grain, and you start to have these feelings, these awakenings within you, thinking, well, that's not right. Hang on a minute. So what you're telling me in the 3D world is that I wake up, I'm born, I'm birthed into this world, right? I'm birthed into this world. I am then put into schooling at the age of 4 here in the UK. Wherever you are, it was probably different. I am then tied to a structure. I am then told what to do, what to think, and how to do it, basically, when I can go to the toilet and This is how it's going to be. Then you grow up, you go to university, you get married, you have children, you get a mortgage where you're bound to the system for 30 years and you can't get out of it because you are literally bound because your wage only goes to a certain level. You see, this thing of abundance as well, we're going to talk about all of that, and it's releasing that old frequency, because actually that's void. It's completely void in my world, and it's a wonderful place to be, believe me. But the world has humbled me to get to that place in the first place. Can I point that out? I have learned every single lesson. I've been hungry. I literally have been hungry. And to release that vibrational frequency, the reason I can tell you how to do it is because I've done it. And this is what it's all about. It's aiding you upon your path, all right? So yeah, we're born into a society where we're told what to think and how to think all the time. And we're told probably we're not good enough by people, places and situations around us, you know, which lowers our frequency. When you sit at a lower state of frequency, when you're bound to the three-dimensional living, then what happens is they can get hold of that frequency. So the key to your spiritual awakening, and the first lesson which I'm going to teach you today, is your vibration matters. Again, you matter. So you need to do stuff that lights you up, right? I teach fitness, as I said. What do I do it for? One, I love to stay fit and in control of my body. I've been on a journey. I released myself from a lower frequency and dimension, and I released myself to this beautiful high place of being, abundance of all kinds, and it's absolutely wonderful. I have more love abundance than I know what to do with, and I love that, right? And I just say to everybody, that is the richest you'll ever feel, because we're told in the 3D that the wealth is only monetary value. No, when you have both, that's fantastic, right? Because we need an abundant 3D life, because it gives us that freedom of self. It gives us that freedom in the 3D world. But the abundance in true form is when you feel that love, when you build a community of love and compassion. And these are people from all different jobs. You know, you've got doctors, you've got solicitors, you've got nurses, you've got single mums. These people wouldn't be put together in society in the norm. But what the wonderful thing is they're put together and they fall in love with one another. You know, you've got the old ones knitting little cardigans for my younger ones who have had babies. You know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the purpose is to bring that community together. But now we're doing it on a worldwide basis. We're doing it on YouTube. So I just thought, why not? Why not? I don't care what people think, which is a wonderful thing. I only care what my angel, spirit guides and God thinks of me, to be fair. And it took me a long time to release that vibration. A long time. And that is through the spiritual healing. That's through the spiritual growth, which I'm going to take you through. Your true strength lies in embracing who you truly are. And that is the key. And when we embrace ourselves and our full selves, like in the tarot, it's the world energy, and that's embracing, that's the completion of the cycle, it's the completion of you, then you understand that you are a magnificent creature. You really are. And you are individually you. And that is a beautiful and wonderful thing. So that is the first lesson in embracing who you truly are. And that is warts and all, and that's doing the shadow work. That's going through the void of life, understanding that people, places and things have to be removed from your vibration so you can level up. This is about your level up. The reason you are seeing this message is because you're about to level up. You are about to take a big, bold step into a new reality and frequency. And that is what the message is saying to you here. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. When you start and you turn that page to a new chapter, it's very, very, very exciting. It's very scary. I get it. It's really, really scary. But what comes after is pretty wonderful, but it's a journey. You have to understand that it's not always about the destination, but the journey itself. And the angels are singing loudly in my ears. It's like, woo! I'm getting very, very excited. It's about the journey itself. And that is so very important, because each step upon the journey, we learn a little bit more, right? So yeah, there you go. I'm going to bring you so much information, and we're going to talk about different things in spirituality. And I'm very excited. So welcome to my channel. It's beautiful to have you. Thank you for being here for a start. It's really beautiful. Thank you for being guided. Thank you for your soul to be guided. We'll talk about the light and the darkness. This is about universal balance. We blend the various elements of life in a harmonious way, and we understand. When we understand, we have clarity, and that is the purpose to this. So until next time, my beautiful lights, I hope you've learned something from that. If you have, share it with somebody you know. It's very much appreciated to awaken them. Lots of love from my heart to yours. Until next time, my beautiful lights. Bye-bye for now.